Okay, I tried looking on YouTube for these. This is a 2022 Peterbilt 389 flat top, and it came with the Cubby with the Cobra radio that basically, you know, had the cubby hole. Everybody says, oh, just order it with the flat plate instead of the cubby. Well, sometimes you don't get a choice. I'm going to tell you what you need to get it to look like this. I mean, I think that's pretty clean. I run a Striker 655. You know, I got all my, everything's all wired in and everything. What you're going to need is a T45 hex drive, because you'll have to go up through those holes. And when you ask somebody at a Peterbilt, they'll tell you got to get shorter screws. You don't. The bolts on the, or the nuts on the other side are pass-through nuts. So what you're going to need to do is take those 4 T45s. They're about 2.5-inch bolts. Drop those out. And these pieces just separate. They just separate out. There's nothing that's holding them together anywhere. They slide into that little track. That's it. So when you take them apart and get the old radio out, you'll take your bigger framed radio. I run a Striker 655, like I said, and get your plate, your mounting plate. Set it on there to where you mock it up so you're not hitting the window or anything like that. And you will have to drill 2 holes for your wider base radio mount. Drill those holes. I suggest putting a washer on the backside, but it's going to be the same, same hardware that came with it. Once you get it mounted, it's just a matter of putting feeding the wires back through the holes that are already there. See it there? Excuse me. And feeding it back through, and then setting the plate back up there and wiring it back on. Of course it's got a relay and it's wired to the ignition. So, but yep, here's your radio. Here's your video. If anybody wants to know if you can, on the new 2022 Peterbilts, if you can mount a bigger radio than a Cobra 29, this is your video to say that you can. So yeah, like I said, you're gonna need a T45 hex drive, which is right there. This will not reach, that length won't reach up through that hole. So go to Harbor Freight or Truck Stop, whatever, and get you a big long T handle like this with that hex drive to be able to go up through the case. And then once you get them out, it's just a couple screws or a couple bolts, and then mounting your hardware plate up there, and away she goes. I don't think that, from sitting in the seat, that doesn't look too bad, sitting up there. So right underneath the light, and not much to mess with. So there you go.